Gentlemen, this evening's event has been brought to you by Golden Ticket Fight Promotions, sponsored by Elephant Mobile and Concussion Pro 1. This contest is a lightweight contest consisting of three 3-minute rounds, and your referee, Mr. Harvey Harrow. Ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome the fighter in the blue corner, representing Milner's Gym, making his amateur debut this evening, Venet Banushi. And his opponent in the red corner, representing Team Renegade, making his amateur debut this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one more time, CJ Ward!
So we're up next, we've got a lightweight fight. We've got CJ Ward fighting out of Renegade MMA, taking on Venet Banushi fighting out of Melnar MMA. Obviously Renegade's got some very high profile fighters, so it'll be interesting to see what they're bringing through. Two lads making their debut.
Yeah, as you can see in CJ Ward's corner, he's Jai Herbert, Cage Warriors lightweight champion. Obviously Mjolnir, we know all about Gunnar Nelson training there, so it's going to be really interesting to see what a young up-and-coming talent are coming out of these gyms. Yeah,
they're both happy to stay on the feet for now, and they're both looking to see what they can land. Not much has landed, I don't think, so far.
Now, a few kicks landed from CJ Ward. Both guys looking calm in their first 30 seconds. Ward comes crashing forward and
he's closed into the body lock there. Got him up against the cage. He'll be looking to see if he can get him down. I think see if he can work from top position.
I'm really intrigued to see what happens if this fight does go to the mat, because obviously we know Renegade have got some fantastic guys. Tom Breeze there, Leon and Fabian Edwards. But obviously, as I mentioned with Mjolnir, we've got Gunnar Nelson, who's fantastic on the mat himself. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens if this fight does hit the mat, which CJ Ward is attempting.
Yeah, good takedown defence there, Banushi. He spread his hips and was able to defend from being taken down there. And there he is throwing a nice head kick.
Yeah, just whistle past the chin of CJ Ward. Nice low leg kick there from Banushi.
Yeah, his kicking looks quite good, and he's couple of jabs there. Second one landed. Ward still looks really calm though. They both look very calm.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, Banushi just landed a nice little snappy jab on the nose of CJ Ward, and as you mentioned, it's been the theme of the night. These debuting amateurs are so calm.
Yeah, he's a nice 1-2 there from Banushi as well. He seems to be landing more at the moment out of the two, I think. Not a lot of power, but he's connecting more than what Ward is at the moment.
Yeah, he's landing that jab and he's keeping those shots really tight.
Yeah, he is. He's keeping it tight. Ward threw a kick there, but
nice jab from Ward.
Landing.
With the 1-2 from Banushi.
Yeah, again, mainly air shots though, wasn't it, from Banushi?
Yeah.
Ward's got centre of the stage, at the centre of the cage. He's controlling the position more than what Banushi is. But Banushi was landing more, but Ward's closed in there through a nice knee to the body as well.
I like what Ward did there, because Banushi's keeping a high guard. Ward went down low to the body. That's what you've got to do. When you bring those hands up, you've got to go to the body and attack the body. And Ward did that very well.
Especially throwing a knee as well. Always nice to get those knees in if you can. Nice head movement there, but again, two punches that were not really close to the mark there from Banushi.
Both fighters have got really snappy jabs, and as you can see, there's a bit of redness on the nose of Ward and Banushi from where they've landed.
Very close first round. I don't think neither guys really stomped their authority on the fight. If I was in the corner, you've got to be saying to them, that was a 50-50 round. We can't bank on that round. There's no way of knowing who. I don't think there's no way of knowing who won that round.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the fight didn't hit the mat. It was pretty even on the feet. Both guys had a little success with the jabs. Both guys landed some kicks. A very close round, so you can pretty much scrub that one off and go from round two.
Yeah, you'd have to say that you couldn't be confident in the corner saying that round's in the bank, could you? For either guy, both guys were basically, for me, seemed like a mirror image of each other.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they're very similar styles actually, very similar approaches, and they kind of cancelled each other out in that first round.
I think so. Be interesting to see if the fight takes place elsewhere rather than just kind of on the feet with the strike, because a lot of the striking was was missing. There was, they obviously both landed, but there was a lot that didn't connect.
Yeah.
I'd like to see if one of them could maybe change up the game plan and do something a little bit different. I think CJ seemed the most likely to do that when he...
Oh, snappy jab again there.
He's got a little bit of range on him, hasn't he, Banushi?
Yeah, he has. He's a slightly taller fighter. He's got those, I think, those slightly longer arms, and you can see when Ward tries to step in to land the jab himself, Banushi's getting there ahead of him sometimes. But
yeah, he's knocked the head back a few times with that jab, hasn't he?
Yeah. But I think Ward's mixing up a little bit more. I mean, he's landed a couple of inside low kicks.
I don't like the way Banushi's happy to stand up against the cage, because when it is close like this and there's very little in the striking, they're going to look at positioning. And you've got to say, you always say, the person in the centre is the one who's controlling controlling the action. And so if you go look at the scoring system, with the strikes being very even, and they're not being, there's no ground on there, there's no control, you've got to look at positioning, and you've got to say, that's going to lean towards Ward. But he's landed some nice jabs there.
Banushi, yeah, he's got a really nice jab, Banushi. Goes up high with the kick, but CJ Ward shakes his head. Not today.
It'd be nice to see with the jab if he could use that to set up something else, because the jab is landing, but the jab is not going to end the fight. But he's not following through and landing with the next big shot afterwards.
Absolutely, yeah. He's throwing that jab as a single strike, and it'd be, like you say, it'd be interesting to see what he does if he puts together a combination off that jab. I mean, at the moment it is a lot of singular strikes.
When he lands the jab, it does look good, but the jab you've got to use as a key, haven't you? The jab is what leads up and opens up other things for you, and he's not doing that at the moment. He's throwing the jab and he's moving back. He's throwing the jab and he's moving back.
Yeah.
That was a nice little combo there.
That was a nice combination. He lands the body kick there as they circle.
Again, he's up against the cage.
He's up against the fence, and Ward there.
Oh, that was a knee to the head there, which we know is illegal in amateur MMA. You can't throw knees to the head.
No, I think Ward's okay there. I think we're just going to take a minute.
That's if he's all right. He's not allowed to go to the corner team when he's recovering.
Into the neutral corner.
He seems okay. It looked like it caught him as he was pulling up, so it didn't connect properly, but he still shouldn't have thrown it. And it did look like it connected, but it doesn't seem to have affected him.
Yeah, just before that knee landed, CJ Ward landed a nice flurry on the fence, and then he went for the body lock. I'd have liked to have seen him open up with the strikes a bit more there, because he had Banushi covering up. Oh, nice spinning body kick there.
Yeah,
but yeah, he had Banushi covering up, but straight away he went in for that body lock, and I'd have liked to see him just open up with the strikes a little more while he had him flush against the fence.
A lot
and a similar position now, and there you go. They're both landing, and
so he's used that to get in and get the clinch to see if he could get a takedown, because one takedown is something that could literally switch this round, and he does.
And he does get that takedown. They're both on their knees at the moment.
If he could maybe get a hook over there and see, yeah, he needs to flatten him. That's it. Throw punches now. What he wants to do is make sure he doesn't get up, but he's done that.
He nearly slid the knee through into the mount there, but
he's not far off getting into mount.
No, there's only 10 seconds left, so it's not really time to do any major damage. But
he's going to go for a choke there.
It looks like he's going for a choke, but
he's just controlling.
He's going to control it and see out the round.
I would have said again with another close round, with the flurries up against the cage for Ward, and with the takedown there, I would be more confident in that corner that he's taken that round.
I agree with you there, absolutely. Yeah, he landed a couple of flurries against the fence, and obviously getting a takedown like that right at the end of the round as well. That's an impression in the judges' eyes, in the judges' brains, for when they obviously note down their scores.
So going into round 3 now, if you're in Banushi's corner, you've got to feel round 1 we can't decide. Round 2, I think, went against him. You've got to assume now you're 2 rounds down, so you need a finish.
You've got to go for the finish.
You need to change it up.
I wouldn't be comfortable to say to him, see out this round and you're going to win this fight.
I think what he needs to do now, because the striking isn't working for either of them, and when Ward has clinched, that's what's changed the fight. I think Banushi needs to now look at clinching and see if he can get top position and see if he can do something from the top, but not towards the end of the round. He needs to do it early so he's got time to work.
Yeah, we haven't seen him really level change or even attempt to get the fight and clinch up against the fence.
All we've really seen is a jab and kicks. That's it. There's been nothing else from him. I think he needs to, if he's going to win this round, win this fight, he needs to change it now. I don't think winning this round is going to be enough for him.
The thing is, he sets up things really well with that jab, like we've mentioned. He just doesn't follow through quite enough with the combinations. But
I think we've got to remember as well, it obviously is his first fight, and Yeah, amateurs is all about learning and getting that experience. And
Absolutely.
3 rounds is a good experience. But there's
that snappy jab.
He's going to want to win. He's not come all the way from Iceland to just make the numbers up. He's going to want a win, isn't he? At the end
Absolutely,
of the day?
yeah.
And if you don't win, you want to make sure you've left everything out there and you've done what you can to win. There you go. He's got the leg now.
Caught the kick, and it'll be interesting now if he takes this down to the mat.
What he needs to do now is he needs to get on top of him. Is he going to? He wants him on the ground. He's happy on the ground. He doesn't seem confident on the ground at all, does he, Banushi?
No, it doesn't seem like he wants to follow him down to the ground.
He's not going to win the fight here, throwing kicks to the legs. That's not going to win him the fight. You've got, what be 1.5 minutes left now to win this fight. You're not going to win the fight throwing kicks like that to the legs. He's letting back up.
Oh, big right hand there, though, as they get back to the feet.
Yeah, and he's threw a jab there. So he's getting a bit more aggressive with his striking.
He is, yeah. He's throwing those hooks now rather than just the straight shots, and he's having a bit more success.
He's moving a bit more on his feet as well. He's not just plodding, he's actually bouncing around a little bit. But he's obviously shown a bit more urgency, which is what he needs to do. That was a nice right cross as well there. He needs to show a bit more urgency, really. He needs to push the pace a little bit, because I think he's letting this fight slip away. And maybe I'm wrong, because maybe he took the first round, but...
Oh, another nice jab.
That was a nice punch there. Probably the best punch of the round, I think.
Yeah, definitely. That nose of CJ Ward's red now.
He doesn't, for somebody who we know trains at the same gym as Gunnar Nelson, he's not confident on the ground at all. He could have taken his back then.
He had a chance, yeah, when he kind of caught the kick and CJ Ward turned his back.
He could have taken his back.
That nose is really red of CJ Ward now.
CJ's being the more aggressive. That's the thing that was landed below that one. Accidentally,
yeah,
of course.
That one hurt as well.
He turned away as he threw it. He turned his back, but I think he's caught him there in the...
Yeah, there's no intent in that shot. It was just a body shot that just dropped a little low as Banushi turned away.
I think as you're feeling tired as well, it's going to probably even feel worse.
Absolutely.
Be interesting now how long's left. There's got to be less than a minute left.
Yeah, I can't imagine there being much more than a minute left. Obviously, you have 5 minutes now to
recover, which is ironic because it's longer than
the round itself.
Yeah.
He's getting some instructions on his corner here while he's...
which you're not supposed to do. The ref should have him in a neutral corner, really. He's supposed to have him in a neutral corner. I think
back to his feet and... Just catching his breath again from that low shot.
Repositioning his guard as well. There you go. Get him walking around. He says he's okay now.
He gives the thumbs up.
I think we're looking at a minute left or less. They can't be long.
Both fighters have really got to put it out there in this last minute, because it's such a close fight. Round 1 could have gone either way. Round 2, I think, went to CJ Ward. Round 3's close again. And they start aggressively as soon as the restart.
They're both throwing. They're both happy to strike, and they're both happy to move around. There just doesn't seem to be a lot of power when they're landing. They're not. None of the punches or kicks are changing the fight. Yeah. That was a nice jab as well.
It's that jab that's really causing problems for CJ Ward.
I think I'd go as far as to say is that Banushi's had
left hand.
more of this round with the jabs. I think the most telling strikes in this round has been that jab.
Absolutely, snapped his head back 5 or 6 times. There's the
10-second.
There's the 10-second. And they're throwing hands now.
From CJ there. You know what? I would not like to be a judge of this fight.
Neither would I.
I would not know how to score that fight at all.
Neither fighter could argue if they won or lost this fight. It's such a close fight. Be interested to see which way it goes.
I think I'd give round 3 to Banushi. So I think going that's a round each. I don't know round 1.
First round could be, yeah, he's so close to first round.
I wouldn't even be surprised if they gave round 1 as a 10-10 round. I wouldn't be surprised.
There's so little between them in that first round. It is really hard to try and pick a winner out of the two.
Oh, we'll hand it over to our MC now, and we'll get the official decision. We'll wait to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for both of these fighters. After 3 rounds, we have a split decision victory. To the winner, in the blue corner, Venet Banushi.